We have a great bunch of people with the most amazing skills, and seeing everybody together, really feel the energy in the room. People have got some really great ideas about how to advance the vision of the task force. My real vision is that everybody will want to get involved in this, and I think by doing that, that's how we bring about the lasting difference, because we'll be open to have the difficult conversations, we'll be ready to come up with solutions, and it's not just the work of the task force. The work of the task force, in my eyes, should really just be the beginning. Diversity of voice, the diversity of experience, the diversity of where people live, that's the way to bring a richness to the task force. It's important that the momentum keeps going. So some people may say, oh, there was a lot of conversation. 2020 with the murder of George Floyd, there was a lot of conversation, but then it feels like things have gone quiet. Well, in fact, the fact that the task force has started its work, the fact that it's been convened, the conversation is continuing. It's not about producing a nice, fancy, glossy 300-page report. This is about holding people and organisations to account, being brave enough to have the difficult conversations, but coming up with solutions that are going to improve the lives of underrepresented people. But not only that, it's going to benefit our region and make it even better than it is at the moment.
I can't believe how quickly we've come to some conclusions or some practical actions that we can take on, or that we can send to the board and send to different decision makers, and actually just get on with something and try it out. I feel like we've got really quickly into the process of being able to put something into practice, and I think that's been incredible in a really, really short space of time. Every conversation on every table has been incredibly inspiring. I feel like there's so many different voices in the room that I've learned, constantly learning from this group and constantly challenging my assumptions and the assumptions of how the systems work and how the processes work and how we can make it better.
I really found it fun. You can sort of see that the passion in everyone sort of wanting to get their point across and be like, it's the fact that everyone has a common goal and you can clearly see it in the room, and it's really fun to have that energy and meet in person a whole lot of people. It's really fun. I would definitely say sort of how we go about sort of creating our outcomes, so the co-production side, the co-design, and sort of the elements of intersectionality which isn't really talked about, and the fact that we got to speak about it and sort of bring it into our sort of designing of what this could look like was great.
I'm determined that the Combined Authority leads, and I too will put my shoulder into that leadership role. And no one's saying this is going to be easy. If it had been easy, it would already have been tackled and addressed. But we do need to face up to the challenge, think radically different, and come together in a resolute way to address this. So I'm looking forward to the report, looking forward to driving out action, be clear who is responsible for what. The most important thing for us to remember is the biggest risk now is inaction. That is what we must all avoid.